Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, today I thought I'd do a review on one of my newest little acquisitions, this Motorola GMRS. Now, I'll tell you the model number here. Let's pop the batteries out. This is a model MJ430CR. That's about all I can tell you. I don't know the exact range on this. I can't even find really any info on Motorola site, so obviously it's an older model, and which kind of sucks because I've been looking for a manual for it. So I want to know what the exact range is on it, but if I was to guess in comparison to other units that look very similar to this, it's probably at least a 40-kilometer ranged unit, at least. But anyway, so let's just say for giggles, it's good for 40 clicks. Now, I love FRSs and GMRSs. I love any kind of radios really that are, you know, transmittable and receivable. They're fun. They're a real blast. They're a hoot. Anyway, so what we have here is, just to go over some of the features, we've got a headphone jack here that can use a, you know, microphone headphone set. You've got a USB charge port, which from my understanding, from watching some videos on similar models, this is for charging the unit via a USB cable. But you also have a charge station, which I have the charge station, but I'm selling it because I have no use for rechargeable batteries. Okay, so if anybody needs a charge station for one of these things, I got one for sale. But anyway, I'm using AA energizers. And these things work really well. Energizer, Infi cells, and Duracells, 3 top batteries for FRSs and GMRSs in my opinion. Okay, but if you want to use the rechargeable batteries, by all means go ahead. These units actually come with rechargeable batteries. Now when I got these units, there was 2 units and the charger, and the 1 unit didn't want to work no matter what I did. So I was like, whatever, at least I got 1 good one out of 2, I'm happy. Right? Because it really doesn't matter. I mean, I've got the Unidens as well, so these two can talk to each other, and that's the wonderful thing about FRS and GMRS. They're not like a set of 27 megahertz walkie-talkies that can only talk to each other, or other ones that are just on 27. I mean, these things, you got 22 channels, up and down, way you go. Now, this has no security codes for privacy. This one does. So anyways, back to this one. It also has an LED light, which works whether the power is turned on or off. It's kind of handy. I like that feature. It has a very strong belt clip, and a very good one too, because it has this little upper tab, so it can actually lock onto your belt, so you're not going to lose this unit too easily off your belt, which is a very big bonus, because on these they got a really crappy belt clip. But hey, you get what you pay for. This was like under 20 bucks. Now, to get into this unit a bit, I've been learning a lot about this without a manual, because I've been watching videos and learning some things and found out some stuff, and it's like, you know, so forever I've been trying to figure out, how do I get it to scan the channels, you know, because my other ones do. So I found out the monitor button, just push it once and it'll start scanning channels. Okay, and then push the talk button, it stops. Or I can also push the scan button, I can push it again, stops. Push and hold. Now as long as you're holding down the button, this is the sucky part, you can listen for weaker signals and transmissions that your squelch normally wouldn't even pick up and let you hear. You'll be able to hear it by monitoring the channel. Okay, that's a benefit. So I like that, but I don't like that, because as soon as I let go, I'm screwed. That I don't like. Now, for positive and negative, they do absolutely nothing on one touch. Push and hold on the positive, it'll bring up your weather station. Okay. Pushing negative does nothing. Push positive again, it gets you back to your regular usage. Push and hold on call button, all it does is call. That's it. Okay? Very, very basic. Menu button. Push on the menu button and you can change your channel. Let's go to 19. Now I can push menu again, and then my security thing flashes. At this point I can put it on a secure channel. Say I want 7. That means that nobody's going to be able to hear my conversation unless they're really close by. Now if you don't do anything, eventually it's going to stop like it just did. Push it again. And there is 121 privacy channels that you can get access to, which is kind of nice. Push talk, away you go. So, very basic, not much confusion there. So, it is a pretty decent little unit. Now, if you want to access the light, because you're not sure what's going on, there's a little button up top here you can push, and it'll light up your display so you can actually see what channel you're on. And just so you can see it, you should be able to hopefully see that. So it glows red. When I go to transmit, it doesn't activate. Okay, which is nice. Now, if I want to change my channel, it'll light up. I can change my channel. There you go. So, I don't know what that third number was for, because when you go to activate this thing to change the channel, you get this other channel thing up, and I'm not sure entirely what that's for yet, but I'll find a video that'll tell me that too, because like I said, finding a manual for this is forget it. So I'll figure that part out. But this is what I've learned so far about this unit. I've put this unit to test in the field, as they call it. My wife and I recently went on a trip. We had to go pick up my father's car, and so it was a good couple-hour trip, and we had a lot of use out of this one and one of these. Of course, I got this one and she got this one, and she was following behind me, and we were yakking back and forth, you know, on the trip. And I mean, these are still the same batteries as we put in them, same as this one here, still running the same set of energizers we put in it before we left for the trip. And I've been using this one every day, actually, well, every night, scanning with it as I'm listening to my shortwave. And then now that I know how to get this thing to go into scan mode, you know, I'll be using this one instead, because this is a more powerful unit than the Uniden. Okay, it's got a lot more range, so even for receiving range, it's probably gonna, this one's probably gonna be a lot better unit, of course, than my Uniden. So this is gonna be my new nighttime scan machine to scan FRS channels and GMRS channels while I'm listening and tuning into shortwave stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun with this thing. So, and I am looking at upgrading to a better set of these. They have a waterproof version that's out that I want to get my hands on as a main set. And of course they come with what? Rechargeable batteries, which are probably going to be used for as long as the things are warranted, but then after that I'm pitching them, going right back to alkalines. I may even just go to alkalines anyways and put them on the shelf. But anyway, sound quality out of this is actually very good. It's got more deepness to it. These are, in comparison, they're kind of like more of a tinny type than these. These have more speaker cabinet room in them and bigger speakers, so they're actually a nicer sounding unit. So you do get what you pay for. You know, the more you spend, the better you get in a lot of cases, especially with radio equipment, okay? I like the knob for the on and off and volume control. I like that over having push buttons, you know, but push buttons have their place too, you know, but this just takes a whole lot of confusion out of the way. Like I said, the belt clip is great. They are rechargeable when you buy them new. They have rechargeable batteries, but they can switch over to regular AA's, which is nice. So you don't have to buy a new rechargeable pack, because they probably cost almost as much as the units do. You know, they're never cheap. So straight regular AA's works great for me. You know, I like that. And you'll notice I got a little score mark on my antenna. That was actually my bad. When I got the set, because I had a complete set, I was working on the one, and I guess my soldering iron must have hit this one. I didn't even notice until after I had the other one all reassembled, and it was like, eh, whatever. I didn't hurt anything. These are really super thick plastic, by the way, or rubberized plastic, and they're flexible to a degree, so that's a nice advantage over this one piece all plastic junk. You know, so like I said, the more you pay, the better you get. And the little burn mark doesn't interfere with anything because it's actually a copper coiled wire that's up inside here, so that little burn mark didn't even go all the way through. So in case you're wondering, because I know it can be seen in the video. Anyhow, so overall, I mean, I really like them. It sounds good, works good. Being the fact that it's a GMRS, it's also going to be compatible with this one. And because it doesn't matter, you can have like 600 brand names of FRS GMRSs sitting on the table, and they can all talk to each other. The only difference is if somebody's using privacy codes, that's where you're not going to hear each other with the privacy code stuff unless you're close enough. And you have to be really super close for that to actually interfere. So it's a nice feature to have. The microphone is actually right up here. Now the other thing that I actually, I tried this, and the guy was actually right. How you hold your unit can actually affect your distance. So if you hold your unit like this, and your hand is blocking the antenna at all, you know, or you're blocking it, period. You know, some people will talk like this because they got their hand cupped and, you know, the sound still goes through. That can affect range, you know, so the more free or open you can give this thing, the better, you know. So that's the same with any of them though, you know. But overall so far, I'm going to say, hey, you know, this is a great little machine for the money so far, which was very little investment on my part. You know, being that they were a used set. Brand new, these things go for anywhere from $60 to, you know, $100 for the Motorola. Some of them can cost more, depending on, you know, what all you want for features and distance. But even if this is a 40-kilometer range to model, which it probably is, it won't be anything less than that, that I'm aware of. But it is a good little machine, and it's got a lot of nice features to it, and it has good points and bad points to it, like anything else is going to have. The nice thing is you don't have to lock the whole damn number pad up to stop it from changing channels accidentally, because it ain't going to let you. You have to hit menu first, then you can change your channel. Now your first 14 channels, of course, are going to be FRS, which are going to be lower powered output. And when you go to 15 and to 22, that's your higher wattage output channels, because then you're on GMRS bands. So that's a difference, and that's the same sort of dealie with these. And again, I don't know what the wattage output of this unit is. I don't have the manual for it. I can't find it on Motorola's website. So to even pinpoint the exact age of these things, I haven't got a clue. So if anybody does, you've got the model number on the title of my video. If you can tell me some more stuff about this, I would really appreciate as much info as possible on this unit. But from what I've learned myself, and I've just told you, that's where we're at. And I don't regret getting the units. They work great. They do a nice job. They got some nice features that I like, you know. And the LED light's kind of nice too, you know. So I'm never without a flashlight, that's for sure. And it is actually a pretty bright little flashlight too. Let me just turn the light off here and, you know, give you an idea. You know, that's about, there's about 3 feet off the surface of the table, and, you know, it's still pretty good, you know. So, pretty handy, a lot of fun. Feel free to leave your comments, questions, do the best I can to answer them as always. But for now, that's all I know about this particular unit. And I'm always learning more about this stuff all the time because I've been doing a lot of studying lately. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.